Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage nestled between rolling green hills, lived a humble farmer named Jack with his wife, Jill. They weren't rich by any means, but they had each other, a small patch of land, and a flock of ordinary geese. Life was simple, maybe a little too simple. Every morning, Jack would sigh, "Oh, Jill, if only we had a little more luck, just a little something extra to make our lives easier." Jill, ever the optimist, would pat his hand and say, "Patience, my dear. Good things come to those who wait." One sunny morning, Jack went to the coop to collect the eggs, just like any other day. He expected the usual white eggs, but something caught his eye. In one of the nests, there was an egg that gleamed and shimmered with a light of its own. It was heavy, and it wasn't white at all. It was gold. Jack blinked, rubbed his eyes, and looked again. "Jill, Jill, come quickly!" he yelled, his voice trembling with excitement. Jill rushed out, thinking something was wrong. When she saw the egg, her jaw dropped. It was a solid gold egg. "Is this real?" she whispered, touching its smooth, cool surface. They took it to the local goldsmith, who confirmed their wildest dreams. It was pure, solid gold. They sold the egg for a handsome sum, enough to buy new tools for the farm, fancy clothes, and all the delicious food they could ever want. For the first time, they felt a sense of security they had never known. The next morning, they rushed to the coop, their hearts pounding with anticipation, and there it was again. Another golden egg nestled in the straw laid by the same goose. This became their new reality. Every single day, without fail, their special goose laid one golden egg. Jack and Jill became wealthier than they had ever imagined. They bought a bigger house, more land, and hired help to tend to their farm. Their lives were transformed. They were the talk of the town, the couple who had been blessed by fortune. For a while, they were content. They enjoyed their newfound wealth, helping their neighbors and living a life of comfort. But soon a seed of impatience began to sprout in Jack's mind. One egg a day was fantastic, but it felt so slow. "Jill," he said one evening, pacing their luxurious living room, "why wait? This goose must have a whole treasure of golden eggs inside it. Think about it. If we could get all the eggs at once, we'd be the richest people in the world. Instantly. No more waiting, no more one egg a day." Jill was horrified. "Jack, what are you saying? That goose is our friend? Our source of fortune? It gives us a gift every single day. Why would we harm it?" She pleaded with him, reminding him of how their lives had improved, how they had everything they needed. "We are already rich beyond our wildest dreams. Isn't this enough?" But the greedy thought had taken root in Jack's mind, and it grew like a weed, choking out all reason and gratitude. He became obsessed with the idea of getting all the gold at once. He saw visions of mountains, of gold coins, of palaces and power. The daily golden egg no longer felt like a blessing. It felt like a tease, a slow drip of the immense fortune that he believed was rightfully his. He dismissed Jill's warnings, calling her foolish and short-sighted. "You don't understand, Jill," he argued. "This is our chance to secure our future forever. We'll never have to worry about anything again." Finally, ignoring Jill's tears and pleas, Jack made up his mind. One afternoon, consumed by his insatiable greed, he grabbed a sharp knife from the kitchen. His hands were steady, his eyes fixed with a chilling determination. He marched to the goose coop, his heart deaf to the gentle honks of the goose that had brought him so much fortune. He cornered the special goose, the very creature that had turned their simple life into a fairy tale. In one swift, terrible moment, he did the unthinkable. He cut the goose open, expecting to find a belly full of glittering gold. But there was nothing. Inside the goose, there was no treasure, no pile of golden eggs waiting to be collected. There was only the same blood and guts as any other ordinary goose. Jack stared in disbelief, his hands trembling. The golden gleam in his eyes was replaced by the horrifying emptiness of his discovery. He had been wrong, terribly, tragically wrong. The silence that followed was deafening. The source of their daily fortune was gone, lifeless at his feet. And with it, all future golden eggs were gone too. There would be no more golden eggs tomorrow, or the day after, or ever again. In his greedy rush to have everything at once, Jack had destroyed the very source of his wealth. Jack and Jill eventually spent all the money they had saved. They had to sell their big house, their fine clothes, and their vast lands. Slowly, they returned to their old life back in the small, humble cottage, but something was different. The simple life that once felt merely humble now felt empty and tinged with regret. The joy was gone, replaced by the heavy weight of their foolish mistake. Every morning, Jack would look at the empty coop and be reminded of the magical goose he had so carelessly destroyed. And so they learned a powerful lesson, the hard way. The story of the farmer and the golden goose teaches us about the dangers of greed and impatience. True wealth lies not in having everything all at once, but in appreciating the steady blessings we receive day by day. It's a timeless reminder that gratitude for what we have is far more valuable than the endless, destructive pursuit of more. Don't let greed make you kill your golden goose. Thank you so much for watching this story with me today. I hope it gave you something to think about. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories that make you think and feel. We'd love to have you as part of our community. Until next time, take care and appreciate the good things in your life.